welcome back, gang. Today we got pick blocking 105 and we're dealing with the descending G major pedals down scale. So up here on this 10th fret in the G position, pedals down, and we're going to be dealing with this top octave. So this is a really important pick blocking exercise to get down, not just for scale movement, but any kind of runs using these top strings, getting good note separation, training our hand to prepare well. So first things first, let's just go over the notes. Let's set our bar aside, one less thing to worry about while we're learning it, then we'll bring the bar back in later. So of course our pedals down scale is string 3 with B, string 3, 1, 4, second string lower to half step, string 5 with A, string 5, 6 with B. Do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Okay, now let's dive into the pick blocking. So I'm going to be using the Spanish notations for fingers. P is thumb, I is index, M is middle. Pretty simple. All right, first things first, we're going to set up on 1, 3, and 4, and we're going to have our pedals down. So first thing, we got to pick that third string. All right, easy enough. Next is 3, so we just need to release our pedals. Okay, so thumb and middle are still set up on 4 and 1. All right, next in line is string 1, so now we need to pick string 1 with middle, bring index back down on 3 to block. Alright, so now string 1 is ringing, and we've got thumb on 4, index on 3. Alright, next in line to pick is string 4. So we're going to need to pick string 4. After string 4, string 2 is up next. Right? So we're going to so we're going to pick with string 4, prepare M on string 2, and block string 1 at the same time. So that's 3 things we're thinking about. Luckily, all we need to do is put M down on 2, and we're going to block string 1 from the back of M. Alright, so you saw I picked string 4 with my thumb, I sat M down on string 2 at the same time, and it's prepared on 2, and we blocked string 1 from the back of M. Okay, so now string 4 is ringing, string 2 is up next. So now we're going to need to pick string 2 with M, we're going to need to prepare string 5 with P, and block string 4 with I. So we're going to end up being in this kind of 2-4-5 position. So it's almost like everything went down a string at the end of it. So there's middle on 2. When we pick that, P and I are coming down on 5 and 4. All right, so now we need to get those pedals back down. We're going to pick string 5 with thumb, and middle is going to come back down on 2 to block. Okay, so 2's ringing, we got our pedals down, we're going to pick string 5. When we pick that, middle comes back down on 2. Alright, so now we've got 5 ringing, we're prepped on 4 and 2. We're going to rock off A. Alright, so all we got left is 6 with B. So all we need to do is move thumb down to 6, and we're going to block string 5 with I. gone through the whole thing. A little breakdown again. I like to kind of separate the two movements as I'm learning it. So right, the first one is our 1, 3, 4. All right, if I can get that down, and then I can get the 2, 4, 5 pattern, then it becomes really easy to combine them, and I don't have to think about quite as much while I'm learning it. Okay, well, let's bring the bar back in. So I'm just set up on the 10th fret. We can also use our bar to help block just in case we miss anything, and that's just by following along whatever string we're picking. All right, so I'm starting up with the bar all the way up to the 3rd string. Bring the bar up to 1. All right. Then if I move my bar away, you can hear it block, and I didn't even have to block, right? So I'm not going to keep talking about moving the bar, but that's just another technique of blocking just in case we miss some strings. Let's go. Now you can notice at the end, right, I moved middle down to 4, even though it's not really doing anything. That's just kind of a habit I've developed, because most often once we get down to this 6th string, we're usually doing some kind of chord movement, right? So anyway, I hope that helps. Get that down, take it slow, 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 get those good blocks. And once we're learning how to block from the front and back of fingers, then we're really stepping up in our steel game. So work on that. Come up with some of your own exercises with it, right? All right, y'all know what to do. I will see y'all. I'm heading out with Whitey, and we're doing some shows with Cody Jinks over the next couple weeks, but I still got a couple lessons planned for the rest of the month, and I'll see y'all later.